Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be setting up our horizontal spreads for next week, and I've got sticker sheets, some washi, and a few sticker books that I used for those sheets. This week I went with a more pastel, cool toned theme. I pretty much was inspired from the softer Free Spirit book. I recently picked up the darker one at Michael's that was on clearance, and I don't know. They had some pastel tones in there, basically those swashes that you see, just like they look like watercolor brushwork. But that was really all the ones that I was really drawn to in that book, so I hadn't picked it up for a long time. And I finally decided to get it while it was on clearance, and yeah, so that kind of inspired this theme. I decided to use that. I know the wellness sticker book matches well with the softer Free Spirit sticker book, so I grabbed that, and then I just started to kind of create a little color palette to work with. So originally it was only going to be purple, green, and peach with some black accents. However, when I was designing the page, I felt the need to have another swatch in the black areas so I could do each day its own color. So I ended up adding blue, which you'll see. So to make those swatches last a lot longer or go a lot further than they did, I cut them in half so I could use the same color on opposite sides of the page, so I could have two instead of one, and that worked out pretty well. So I basically just made a cut line through each of them and used those as kind of like a background, if you will, for the decor, and then we'll be laying the color on top of it. So right now I wanted to pull out a green box, and I was having a hard time finding green boxes that didn't look like ones I already pulled, so I went ahead and trimmed out this long box that's kind of like a layered box, since I don't really use those since I'm not a vertical planner, and just kind of made it into its own little colorful box. So there you can see how I basically cut those watercolor brush swatches in half to utilize them across, and again, that worked out really nicely since there was a limited amount of those. So yeah, I pulled that blue there because I felt like I needed something there at the top to go with the black, and then I ended up just basically introducing that as another color, as you'll see. Alright, so my idea for this is to alternate each day with different colors. So I don't want any of the colors to be next to each other on opposite pages, so I kind of just reversed the order. So I started blue, purple, green, peach, and then I'm going to go peach, green, purple, blue. So that way there's a fine mix-up, a kind of like a mirroring, if you will, but just opposite. And I've been using a new camera. I don't know if you guys can tell in the videos. New camera, new setup, and I'm also using just natural light, and so the videos are a little bit different, and I'm still figuring out if this is how I want them to look or if I want to add in some additional light. The camera that I'm using records a really high quality video, however it only records for half an hour, so about halfway through you're gonna see kind of a split because I realized, oh, it stopped recording. And so yeah, just again, some learning curve stuff. I kind of alluded to it on Instagram that I was having some struggles earlier in the week just trying to figure out all this new tech that I'm trying to introduce for you guys, make my videos better. So, you know, I'm trying to put in the effort so that you guys will enjoy the videos and get the most out of them. So anyway, I just wanted to explain that to you guys. So back to the layout. I did break a rule of mine. I don't really like to stack my own checkboxes on top of each other, but I did it there on Tuesday and Wednesday just because I felt like that was the best for that layout. And I think it turned out okay in the end. You'll see it's not quite in your face how repetitive that is. So I try to mix it up, add 2, add 3, add 4 flags to each of the checkboxes, kind of not keeping it consistent, and then just trying to place those focus boxes in different areas, trying to mix it up. So this would be more of a random layout if you guys have followed my horizontal layouts video and my tutorials, because I'm just kind of winging it and just trying to keep things looking randomized on my spread. So laying in I think that's the last of those checkboxes that I'll be using, or flags, check flags. I don't know what you want to call those, like flags, little tiny markers. I don't know. But yeah, that should be the last of the ones that I'm using. And I thought about layering those 2 stickers and then decided against it. Decided to do this instead, just to kind of not have another black accent there. So yeah, so I trimmed that out, and that is when the camera cut out. Luckily, I noticed it before I did anything else, so all you missed was me trimming out those flowers on the edge. I'm learning. I'll get a process. It'll be better. Little by little. And right now I'm stuffy, so it's just you guys. I do what I can for you. So I dropped in that quote, which I really liked. I like that, having a little bit of text and black there to kind of break up the soft pastel tones. And I decided to add in some black accents with the flowers there at the top and next to the quote. And then I'm just trying to find a good place for these on the opposite side. Again, to kind of put in the little black accents, kind of, I don't know, just creates a better contrast with the soft pastels throughout the spread. Adding in the flowers and trying to use some of those circle stickers that I brought in just to kind of mix things up. This really feels more of like a spring spread to me. I probably should have saved it for the spring. It just makes me think of how I miss the flowers, because summer in California, everything turns brown and dies, so it gets too hot here. But I think it'll be okay. I think, well, it'll be okay. It'll be great. So it's really coming together. I think I like how this is looking. Just gonna put a few more decor accents there near the top. And I also need to do the green side there as well. Put in the decor and the flowers. Also grab these stars to kind of add a little extra texture to the spread, which I think really helped a lot, just kind of giving another layer of dimension. All right, just gonna add a few more little tidbits here, and then I think we'll be done, friends. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below, and go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.